Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. In today's video I'm going to be showcasing the final team I've been using for the Chaos Shadow bosses, and this is another Dauntless team. So if you've seen my previous video, I did run one Dauntless team with Shoutar and Tharavol using the rare Vani. In this one today I'm going to be using a different legendary, and that is Evelios. I do just want to say once again a massive thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring this video. And obviously, if you would like to give the game a try, please do click the link in the description or the pinned comment and get involved today. So let's jump straight into the team. I'll run through the team and then we will have a look at how the run gets on. So first of all, I will look at my tank here. So I'm using Fitz as my tank, and he's built in a large amount of attack. I was trying to get him over everyone else's attack to bait the debuffs to him. However, he did not get enough attack. I've got him in the Elite's Key artifact to increase everyone else's damage at the start by 20. In fact, hang on, bear with me 2 seconds. I'm going to try something quickly. So I'm going to swap this between these two. So he can have the Elite's Key instead. Right. So there's a chance that this works and the debuffs now go on to Fitz. We'll have to wait and see. But the reason I've got Fitz in here is because he transfers all of the debuffs to himself. So he'll be taking those debuffs off anybody who does get them throughout the fight, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind him having debuffs. So he is going to, as you can see, the more debuffs he has, the less damage he's going to take, but that's not really relevant. But I want to make sure that the rest of my team aren't getting a massive amount of debuffs because it's going to affect their ability to deal damage. Next up, though, I've got Estella as my healer. So Estella is built with just Enlightenment and the Ancestral Protection set to reduce the damage everyone else is taking. She's also wearing the Moonlight Mantle set to increase her healing have a chance to increase her healing. I do have her in the Solar King's Horn artifact, though, to increase the damage of the rest of the team whenever she heals them. So first of all, in terms of my damage dealers, I've got Nimbus here as my Witch's Remains hero. So as you can see, he's built with some crit rate, some crit damage, a little bit of attack, and enough accuracy to place those debuffs. He is wearing the Energy Harvester artifact, the gloves, to increase his attack based on his skill haste. Due to the fact that all of your damage dealers are going to be wearing Emperor set in these Chaos Shadow bosses, these gloves actually do give you quite a lot of value. Baseline there, you're getting 20 skill haste before even looking at your runes. Next up, I have Shagrol. As you saw before, I did change his artifact up, so he's now wearing the Elite's Key to increase everyone else's damage for 20 seconds at the start. He's built with crit rate, crit damage, and then attack as well. Once again, wearing the same set, Emperor set, and the Energy Harvester gloves, just to get a little bit more attack for his skill haste. Unfortunately, I don't have enough of the gloves that increase your damage against defense down. Next up, we've got Evelios. So Evelios is my main damage dealer here. So he is built with attack and enlightenment due to the fact that his passive, when an ally launches a basic attack, he has a 10% chance of launching a following attack, dealing derivative damage. Dauntless heroes have a double chance of triggering this effect. So this is his sole means of damage, all from his passive skill, which is why he's wearing the Harpy's Nail artifact to give his passive a 20% damage bonus. In terms of sets, I do have him in the Finalities Admonition set. So it increases his damage by 35% and he receives 35% increased ultimate up effects granted by other allies. That part is not important. He does enjoy a 50% decreased recharging speed. However, I'm really not fussed about him using his ultimate skill or his, I don't know if it affects his battle skill. But I don't care about him using his ultimate skill at all. All I care about is him gaining more damage from his passive. So reducing the amount of ultimates he's using in return for getting a 35% constant damage bonus is definitely a worthwhile trade-off. Aura-wise, I'm using the attack speed aura from my Shagrol just to increase the damage everyone else's, the attack frequency of everyone else to trigger more of Evelios' hits. So let's jump into the run. I will mute myself throughout the run and I'll be back in at the end of it and we'll see how it gets on. Just on a side note as well, as you can see, the Fitz artifact change has worked. He has taken the bait indicated by the green icon above his head. However, positioning wise now, Evelios is going to be taking the hits, but it's not too much of a big deal.
Wind and trees, unleash my anger!
I'll not allow any companions of...
And there we go. So that is the final team for my Chaos Shadow bosses done. 63.7 million damage. Obviously, you could stop this at 22 million. But just for reference, these two epics here together did way more than necessary. Avelios was just an added bonus and wasn't needed here. So you could easily run Nimbus and Shagroll with Fitz and Estella and get that 22 million damage. Unfortunately, throughout all of these, I have overcommitted. I pre-farmed all of the required stuff to level all of these throughout the second month before I'd actually considered how easy these bosses were. So I know you can get away with having like, even 2 heroes in some teams, but each of my teams, where are they? There we go. Each of my teams have 5 fully leveled heroes, at least level 90, rank 5. This end of the day, it makes it significantly easier to clear them. You don't have to worry at all. It means they're ready for, a lot of heroes are going to be ready for the end boss when that starts in a few days' time. But it did mean that I've not been able to put as much time into farming gear as I maybe would have liked. So yeah, that is the biggest thing from this. Do realize that the teams I'm using, they are doing significantly more than the 22 million damage requirement. So maybe dial them back a little bit. Don't feel like you need to invest as much as I did into farming XP. As you can see here, obviously everything is fully geared. I have obviously been able to do 15 from day 1, which has been a really significant boost to my seasonal ranking. But yeah, just bear it in mind when you're watching the videos that I've done, you can achieve the 22 million damage by using significantly less heroes. And some of the rares and epics that I've used have really stood out to do a huge amount of damage. So that is all for this video. I do just want to say once again a massive thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring this video. And obviously if you would like to give the game a try, please do click the link in the description or the pinned comment and get involved today. Other than that, just a massive thank you to you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.